strictly enforced. Even then, it drew backlash from customers. So Costco now says with this grace period over, the policy will now be fully in effect and fully enforced.
You can still save on those purchases. That's the important part.
You
Good
can
morning,
always find a way to save. Good morning, Rebecca. And these higher fees are now in effect for 52 million families with Costco membership. Warehouses want to have those scanners at the door to check that your ID actually matches the ID on your membership card.
And they're looking closely there. Okay, Elizabeth.
Costco just raised its membership fees again. And for a lot of families, it isn't the $5 hike that stings. It's what it says about loyalty. You're paying more to walk into longer lines, fewer perks, and shrinking packages. One mom put it perfectly. She felt like she's now paying to be frustrated. The real question is, are you still saving enough to justify the card in your wallet? Or are you just funding Costco's profit machine? Let's dig into the hidden math shoppers are finally waking up to. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. Costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now back to the video. You probably think the fee bump is pocket change. But why are families calling it the last straw? On paper, $5 extra doesn't break anyone's budget. It's the cost of a latte and a muffin. But when you pair that tiny hike with what members are actually getting,
In store at Costco starting this week, the company is going to begin a policy of giving executive members an exclusive shopping hour in the morning.
For online purchases, there's a price adjustment form that you can fill out on Costco's website. This really does help avoid leaving money on the table. Put it back in your bank account instead.
A lot of people talking about this online. It's pretty controversial. Some people say this is a great idea. Others say they feel like this is unfair.
it starts to feel a lot bigger. The number isn't what tips people over. It's the message behind it. Think about it. You hand over money each year expecting convenience, savings, and a sense of belonging. Instead, you're stuck standing in lines that snake through the freezer section, watching items that used to feel like bargains creep up in price. The higher fee doesn't just ask you to pay, it forces you to pay for less. That's the insult. And when families tally up the gas, the crowding, and the wait at checkout,
Yeah, Mimi, some shoppers are pushing back, saying Costco is favoring its premium members and thus leaving the rest of its customers behind.
If you buy something at Costco, but then notice within 30 days that the price went down, you can apply to get a credit back. So if you bought in store, you'll have to show your receipt in the warehouse.
In the wake of all of this, the changes kicked in yesterday. With Costco closed, though, for Labor Day, most customers will notice it starting today.
they start to wonder what they're buying beyond frustration. The perks once made the hit worth it. Early access to shop before the rush, coupons and deals that felt like member-only bonuses, all shrinking into the exclusive tier. Now you have to pay for the upgraded card just to reclaim what you already enjoyed. It's like shelling out extra for VIP tickets, only to end up with worse seats than before. The irony writes itself. Meanwhile,
Executive members who pay $130 a year get early access now from 9 to 10 a.m. on weekdays and Sundays.
But how do you squeeze every penny out of that membership?
Okay, so this is one perk that some members might not know about, and it's called price adjustment.
Gold Star and business members who pay $65 a year, about half of that, may be turned away at the door if they show up too early.
competitors are moving in with slicker digital tools that shave minutes off the shopping trip. Order pickup without a scan gun war. Phone apps that replace clunky cards. At Sam's Club, you can load a cart, scan it on your phone, and leave no extra loops at the exit door. The contrast makes that extra $5 at Costco sting like a cover charge for a bar that's lost its band. So the hike isn't just about money. It's a symbol. The Costco equation, time, loyalty, savings, no longer balances the way it used to. And if that wasn't enough, the way they're starting to police who gets through the door has a lot of people rethinking the card altogether.
The move also puts Costco in step with Sam's Club, which has offered early access to Premium Plus members for years. Now, this policy started back in June, but
Warehouses want to have those scanners at the door to check that your ID actually matches the ID on your membership card.
And they're looking closely there. Okay, Elizabeth.
strictly enforced. Even then, it drew backlash from customers. So Costco now says with this grace period over, the policy will now be fully in effect and fully enforced.
When did grabbing a bulk pack of coffee start feeling like airport security? That's the reaction many Costco members are having lately as the company tightens how it checks who's allowed through. It used to be enough to flash the card and roll on, but now shoppers are being pulled into an ID shuffle that leaves the whole process feel more like control than convenience. Costco has cracked down on card sharing, but the way it plays out is what grates. You pull up to self-checkout with your week's worth of groceries only to be asked for ID.
We turn now to Costco, raising its prices on memberships for the first time in 7 years.
When its rival Sam's Club increased the cost of its memberships back in 2022. We have also seen Costco crack down on membership sharing.
How you can still save on those purchases. That's the important part.
You
Good
can
morning,
always find a way to save. Good morning, Rebecca. And these higher fees are now in effect for 52 million families.
The cashier checks your name, your photo, and sometimes asks you to repeat details aloud. Staff hover around the self-checkout lanes to make sure the person paying matches the photo on the tiny card. What was once a quick swipe and go feels like standing in front of a security gate. For a lot of households, that's a shift that smacks of distrust. The promise of a family-friendly membership gets replaced with the mood of a gym locker you rent, guarded by a bouncer who keeps notes. Spouses or kids who once breezed in to pick up milk or cereal now have to wait outside if the cardholder isn't there in person. That's friction you feel right at the front door.
An executive membership is $10 more at $130. Now, typically Costco will hike fees about every 5 years. It actually waited 7 years this time. With Costco memberships, an individual Gold Star membership in the U.S. is going to cost you $5 more at $65 per year.
We don't know that.
Critical part of the shopping
But I did
experience.
read online Costco says the rotisserie chickens will be. So just in case you're wondering, they will be early.
Yeah, that's
Admitting that customers were struggling with high inflation. The wholesale retailer says that these fees help keep its prices low.
The irony is that the lines in Costco are already long. Adding more time for ID matches doesn't help. And worse, Costco still refuses to roll out quick-scan apps that competitors already treat as standard. At Sam's Club, you swipe your phone on each item, pay in the app, and walk straight out. That difference is hard to ignore. Instead of feeling rewarded for loyalty, members are being treated like suspects. The ratio of joy to friction is falling fast. And when even the small, simple comforts like the food court shift under new rules, the sense of Costco as a treat starts sliding into memory. The real cost of Costco in 2025 isn't just the extra fee or the longer waits. It's that members no longer feel the warehouse has their back. Loyalty used to mean perks, trust, and simple savings. Now the cracks show up at the cash register, at the entrance, and even at the food court. So you have to ask yourself, is your membership still giving you more value than hassle? Or are you paying for the privilege of being policed? If this stirred something, like and subscribe to help us keep the spotlight on the places where your money matters most.